What is up, internet people? Liam here with Worldwide Cyclery.
Tydeman here as well.
And we are in Downieville, California, doing a little bit of tire and wheel testing.
Oh, I cannot see. Where's the hole? Gucci. We're trying a little bit different line than Liam. This is what I flatted on. Dude, I can't tell you the last time I put a tube in something. Thank you. Have a good day.
Tire and wheel testing on our short travel bikes, preparing for the Downieville Classic.
Yeah, we're about a month out now.
Yeah.
So getting ready, kind of crunch time, getting some little details figured out bit by bit now.
Yeah, and we've always wanted to come up and test and never made it happen. So we did this year. And yeah, it's a good thing that we're testing because already had one little small issue, but
small issues already. We're already hitting some rims, getting some holes in our tires already. Yeah. Where's the hole? Gucci.
Tydeman came up this rock wall, which is at the end of third divide, and pinch flat in the front wheel.
But that's what we're here for. So perfect day out, kind of figure things out bit by bit.
Yeah, we're so I'm testing some Envy N5 Pro wheels with WTB tires. I have a Peacekeeper 120 TPI fast rolling on the front and a Macro 120 fast rolling on the rear with a Tubolite insert. And I have two setups. My second setup is Bird Hawk 30 Golds, and I have Peacekeeper 60 TPI high grip on the front with a Ranger 60 TPI fast rolling in the rear. My thinking is kind of lighter wheel set, heavier tires, or the Envies are the lighter wheel set with a little bit heavier wheel set, heavier wheel set with a little bit lighter tires. So they actually end up weighing within like 30 or 40 grams of each other. So to me, I'm kind of testing tires specifically this weekend to see if I can get away with the 120 TPIs and not flat.
Yeah, and I'm on a pretty similar program. And so I'm testing two main setups. I've got a lightweight setup and a heavier setup. My lightweight setup, I'm currently running a set of NV XC28 wheels with a Peacekeeper up front in the 120, fast rolling light casing. And then out back, I have a Macro, also fast rolling light casing. And then on my slightly heavier setup, I am running a set of 60 TPI Peacekeepers, high grip up front and fast rolling out back. Relatively set on what I want to run.
Yeah.
A lot of what I'm kind of doing is as much just testing if that actually is going to work. Like, can I make it down on these light casing tires, especially the way that I want to ride? What are my pressures at? Kind of all those little things. Less so like coming in unknowing and more with like specific goals to try and work through.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And tomorrow we'll do 2 shuttle runs. So we'll do downhill course from Packer Saddle, XC course from Packer Saddle.
Yep.
Swap wheel sets in between, swap tires in between. So we can try to do the closest like back-to-back testing we can.
Yep.
In like real world conditions. So. All right.
Day two.
Day two. Yeah, we started off riding this morning. Same exact setup we had yesterday.
Same pressures, just about everything. We
Yeah.
did check pressures at the top this time.
True.
A little bit different, but
Felt
basically
better.
the same. Yeah.
I also
Agreed.
felt way better on the bike. So
Yeah.
that's one thing.
Yeah, we were
But,
both riding, not
yeah.
passengers.
Yeah. But yeah, we had the 120 casings on, Peacekeeper front, macro rear.
Yep. Yeah, I flatted.
Yeah.
I was ripping pretty good all day, feeling pretty smooth, and honestly was like fully decided. Like that was the setup I was gonna run. I wasn't even gonna change anything.
Yeah, you
between
literally
laps.
told me that.
Yeah, I was like,
nah, this is what I'm running.
I'm
Middle
I'm good.
butcher.
Yeah, like this
Yeah.
is good. Like this feels great. I'm hooking. I'm feeling good. Dropped into third divide right at the top in middle of nowhere. Just completely riding along, not really paying attention to anything, and smoked the tiniest little sharp rock in the trail.
Yeah, like, I mean, we took a video of it.
Yeah.
Show it.
Oh, that's gonna need another one, I think.
You think?
Dude, I can't tell you the last time I put a tube in something. We're tubing out here.
Tubing, and we got to make a shuttle in like 20 minutes.
So I walked back up the trail. I think this is what I flatted on. That's not even big, man.
An inch up.
Yeah,
just to
maybe
the
an
side
inch.
of the trail.
Like the type of thing that you like don't even look at.
Yeah.
You don't even see on the trail. Sliced open the tread, big old hole. What do we put? Like 2 WTV plugs in.
Put a WTB mega plug in and a Dyna plug.
Yeah, and a Dyna plug.
And it's spraying.
And yeah, nothing was happening. So threw a tube in. Then we had an absolute race to get to the shuttle.
We pulled an interval just to get the shuttle.
Yeah, we did a very quick flat change. Tag teamed it. Yeah, sprinted down the rest of the mountain to make the shuttle. So yeah, that was definitely kind of a big question mark for me, because I'd come, as I'd like we've talked about, I kind of came into the weekend pretty confident when I was running. It was pretty much just making sure it felt okay. First day flatting the front tire, it was, yeah, it's a skinny tire, but it was just a complete me taking a crappy line. I went straight into a square edge, whereas doing that rear was kind of out of nowhere. And that's the type of thing that you think could happen so many places.
So many
when you're
times
tired
here, yeah.
in the race and just making it down the mountain at a certain point, like you hit stuff like that.
Well, even like
everywhere.
Golden Valley Rim.
Yeah, like that's way
It's
gnarlier.
way sharper, and when you're riding it on race day, you're tired. You
You're
just
so
climb for
tired,
an
yeah.
hour and 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So you're barely like your passenger mode.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's yeah.
And you see so many people flatting there
So many
every
people
year.
flat, yeah.
Every year.
All the roadies with XT tires are always flat
Yeah.
by there.
I swear everybody standing on the side of the trail is in skin suits or
Yeah.
and aero
Yeah,
helmets.
straight up.
But yeah, so that's kind of that definitely put a big question mark on tire setup for me. I feel like I'm coming around a bit, but how did your first run go? How are you feeling?
First one was good. I felt better on the bike, but I still felt really like skatey. And then lunchtime we swapped wheels.
Yep.
I put on the Birds with the 60 TPIs,
Mm-hmm.
Peacekeeper Ranger, and I really like that setup as far as traction goes. But I was actually really surprised going from the 120s to the 60 TPI, how much of a difference I noticed on trail like right away.
Yeah.
Like
I agree with you.
rolling speed felt slower, snap up out of corners felt slower. I kind of like had it in my head, and I was even like, after we were chatting at the campfire last night, that I was going to run dual Peacekeeper 120 TPIs
Yeah.
on the Birds. There's light setup, and I like the dual Peacekeeper traction that I get over the macro.
Yeah.
Just up here, like it's so just loose. Everything's loose.
Yeah.
And I just felt like I'm fighting the rear to keep it where I want it. Where with the Peacekeeper, I can like let go and hold momentum through all the sweepers, like on Sunset or Butcher, where there's just those like unsupported sweepers.
Yeah. And having
So-
confidence through that stuff, you just carry so much speed through sections. Like, yeah, you make up a tiny bit of speed in each corner. It doesn't feel like a lot, but when you do that for 20 corners in a row down like a fast flowy section of Butcher, like that's 10 seconds, and then you do that for 5 miles. Like,
Yep.
it's
And like you're saying, okay, so you can hold more momentum and speed with a little bit more knob, but the 60 TPI, like getting out of the corner felt slower every single time. So you multiply that by 20 in a row, you're like, okay, this is like a slower setup, which just brings me right back to ideally Peacekeeper 120 TPIs.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Yeah. So I, after flattening both front and then slicing that rear pretty good, I went 60 TPI Peacekeepers on my I9s for the second lap. And yeah, very similar types of things to you. I actually noticed the grip a little less. I've been feeling pretty confident on that macro. I'm definitely getting everything out of it. We saw the side knobs were already
almost
shredded
in the moss.
Yeah, and that was fresh yesterday afternoon, like
Yeah,
0
wow.
rides.
Yeah.
So
My macro did not look.
yeah, I've done 40 miles on the tire and
Yeah.
it's falling apart. Which I don't think has anything to say about the tire. I think it's
No,
how I'm
no.
riding the tire, because it was feeling really good. I was actually really surprised by it. And so that's why I was a little less stoked when I put the Peacekeeper front and rear on, because I was gripping so much, but especially Sunset Trail or Sunrise, whichever one it is, when you drop into at the top, I was feeling so slow on that, just because that's such a flat trail that you don't realize how flat it is when you're on a fast tire and you're just able to rip through everything. But then you put on like the grippier slow tire and you've got more grip in the powder, but it's also like not that much. Like it's still powder in the grand scheme is the other thing.
Yep.
It was definitely, it felt good to rip though. We were having some fun today in that second lap.
I definitely let it rip on certified.
Yeah, I was following you down that second bit and it was so fun. We were having a good time.
I got a couple gaps and I'm like, I always knew that would work, but like never wanted to smoke a wheel or a tire.
Yes.
And I was like, I got spare wheels and I got 60 TPIs on. I'm gonna go for every like little kind of gap I think works. And
that was fun. That was a very good moment of riding that. I had a grin on my face the whole way down. So yeah, that's definitely, I've got a lot of question marks kind of going. You've got kind of the ideal
more
setup.
Question marks than when we came?
Maybe yes, but I think that's a better thing. I think I was like maybe a little like blindly trusting it a little bit, just like this will work.
They work at home and
and in the end, like you see the tires that other people run, and
I know.
I'm still like, I'm like, what?
Carter's on Rick XC Pros. Like,
how do you do that? I don't understand how you ride. And caught me on the downhill. Caught me on the downhill last year, and like, yes, there's a lot of pedaling, but you got to go really fast, and I was sending it last year.
You can't be a slow descender.
Yeah.
Or like have bad setup and make it all up on the pedal.
No.
It's got to be both.
Like you got to have at least 50-50 equal. So yeah, I was a little like, okay, all these guys are running that. I want to do well. I should be running that setup. And in the end, I think it really, like, my legs are going to play a bigger factor. Like being stronger and showing up and having a good day is going to be way better than the difference a tire makes, and even just the comfort to like rip sections of trail at the end of the day and feel good. Like I think that's a huge thing, is like, I don't know how you are, I really am in tune with when I feel good like on the bike and my bike feels natural. Everything feels easy, it's fun.
And you get like free watts up the climb.
You get everything. And then even like your ability to just stay off the brakes through corners. You're like, oh yeah, this is easy. Like it just feels natural. It feels normal versus just that little bit of like discomfort. So I don't know. I think I'm going to be trying definitely 120 Peacekeepers front and rear, potentially insert front rear. So that's something I'm pretty curious to try. Just a little extra protection up front, potentially run a little lower pressures up front. So that would allow a little bit more protection for the rim. The other one would be Peacekeeper up front, Ranger in the back. So that's just the like kind of more safety one. Probably a 120 Peacekeeper up front, but then the 60 TPI Ranger out back. I ran that last year. It works.
You ran 60-60.
I ran 60-60 last year. Yes.
120s.
But in the rear, yes, I ran the same. So I would be lighter in the front. I'd probably run an insert in the front, which I haven't done, but I want to test that out at home.
Yeah, I'm like the exact same thing. Peacekeeper front and rear, 120 TPI. If there's any issues with running that in the rear, I'll go Ranger. I'll probably run inserts front and rear. I don't think I need an insert in the front, but it's not gonna like ruin anything, but flattening a front tire can ruin something.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
and
and they're only
we'll
60 grams.
Yeah, and we'll know it when we feel it. Like, we'll go ride. And not what we were kind of talking about, one of the things I really like about a slightly heavier tire, especially on the front tire, is how much it kind of deadens everything out.
Even if you have the Ranger in the rear, but having that like little extra protection for when you're smoked and you're just hitting stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I was riding right on your wheel on first divide near the end today, and I smacked 2 or 3 rocks pretty hard.
Yeah.
I was doing it on purpose to like, okay, how I'm going to be following someone close to people you can't see. That's when you hit something that you don't know.
Yeah.
With a front and a rear.
Yeah, 100%.
So it's like,
and that's, I think that's actually something we were talking about a lot today, was as well like the following somebody, which ideally you're not following somebody too much of the time, but if it does happen, which there's a very good chance, like especially going over the top of the climb, like there's a good chance you're up on Gold Valley with somebody or around people. So
or you're catching people in Gold Valley
and running into the back of slower people, like you can't see anything, especially if it's dusty. You're hitting every rock in the way. So yeah, definitely something to think about too.
Yeah. So I swapped.
Yeah. What are you doing for tomorrow?
Tomorrow, I have the birds on still, but I put a 120 TPI Peacekeeper in the front, no insert, and then left the Ranger in the rear with an insert.
Nice.
Just to get a little bit more speed, and like I want to run the 120. Like, this is a potential like final setup for Downieville for me. And I want to run the 120 more up here. Up front, and just see like how it lasts and everything.
Yeah, for sure. And so I put my 120 Peacekeeper back on the front. So I'm 120 Peacekeeper up front, 60 TPI Peacekeeper fast rolling in the rear.
With an insert in the rear.
With an insert in the rear. But so I got that.
Yeah.
Again, similar thing. Test out that 120 up front. I'm actually pretty interested to see just isolating the front tire if I notice a difference. Same with you. Like, will we notice a difference between 60 and 120? We'll see.
Yep. All right, we are back in California. Well, we
never left.
Back in SoCal and at the shop.
Yep.
We forgot to record after yesterday's ride, as we just pulled an 8-hour drive home. So
yeah.
We rode yesterday. Did one final lap.
Yep. Finally did the full loop, actually.
Did the full loop.
Pedaled the full thing, rode and everything.
40 miles, 6K or something like that.
Yeah, right around there.
Yeah, I think we said it, but we swapped to 120 tires in the front for yesterday with 60s in the rear.
Yep.
6 setup.
Yeah. That felt pretty good, right?
Yeah. I think that was like the money move.
Yeah, I agree. It kind of felt on the climb, it didn't feel like noticeably sluggish. It didn't feel maybe as just like perfectly zippy like the macro Peacekeeper did.
The macro 120s.
Yeah, you get on that and you feel like you got an extra 20 watts in the legs.
Yep.
But then I really felt like it still was rolling quick on the road and on the climb as we were pedaling. And then, kind of dropping into Sunrise Trail, it was definitely not slow. Having that little bit more support in the rear definitely was comforting later on as you get lower down.
Yeah, I agree. I think it was good to do the whole climb because you are kind of fatigued.
Yeah. So
we're like dropping into Butcher and third divide, like kind of tired arms and hands, and on the third day of riding, 4th lap.
100%, yeah.
You're definitely not as smooth and light on the feet, and that's where the 60 TPI rear tire is really like comforting and safe.
Yeah, that was something big I noticed, was how much my rear end would either like over the top of a roller, it wouldn't stay perfectly stuck down, or I'd like mistime something just a little bit more, just because you've got that effort in the legs. Instead of just dropping in and cruising down, you're tired up there. You don't realize it. So yeah,
I think that is my safe setup. Bird Hawk 30 gold wheels, Peacekeeper 120 TPI fast rolling front, Ranger 60 TPI fast rolling rear, inserts front and rear. That's my safe setup.
Yep.
I'm going to try to test it next time we're up there before the race. I'm going to do 120 TPI Peacekeeper front and rear with inserts front and rear on bird wheels.
Yeah.
That will be my kind of hopefully game plan. And if it lasts through 3 days of pre-riding, I'll run it on race day.
Nice.
If I get any puncture on the rear at all, Ranger's going on.
Yeah. No, I think I'm right there with you. I got those Gulo wheels showing up this week. And I think I'm going to go with the same setup. Yeah, I ran the Ranger last year with the Peacekeeper up front, the 60 TPI, so going a little bit lighter on the fronts, not going to harm anything. I ran that 60 TPI Peacekeeper yesterday, and that didn't even feel that bad, and that's a good bit heavier than that Ranger.
150 grams heavier than a Ranger.
Yeah, exactly. So that's a good little bit of weight, especially out there on the wheels. So yeah, I'm gonna try that, see how that feels. Kind of similar setup. Do some testing here at home, just regular riding, see how we feel on it. But yeah, just felt good to get up there. It was good to rip it. Kind of feel terrible for the first day.
Yeah,
come around.
I got cobwebs out fast. Got my riding back to like probably 100% from breaking my wrist.
Yeah,
or close to it.
That's huge. That's so big.
Yeah, it's I'm really stoked on that.
Mm-hmm.
And coming back like a bit more confident. Like it's good strike mission. Stoked on it.
Yeah.
And good testing. And
thank you to WTB for helping us out with tires and letting us go and flat a bunch of tires. First brand new fresh tires, punching a whole bunch of holes in them. So
yeah, they're the tires we want to run.
Yeah,
and they're sick, and it's really cool that they make these 120 versus 60 TPI options.
Yeah, because
a lot of brands don't do that, and I was always like, I want this tire, but it's 120 TPI only, and I've flatted it 2 years in a row at Downieville.
Yeah.
So WTB has the options, which is so sick, and compounds and everything. So
they have the options without making it complicated either, which is pretty nice.
Yeah.
Easy, simple, fast, slow, thick, thin.
Thanks WTB, and if you like these kind of like longer testing videos, let us know, and let us know what else you want to see.
Yeah.
We have an Enduro Fork shootout video coming with us and Jared, so
that'll be pretty fun.
Probably pretty similar format to this video.
Yeah. Sweet.
Guys, thank you.